Okay, today's debate, do we have free will? Or I know which one I'd rather get. Being honest, I'd probably rather argue that we don't, because I don't know, I think I'd make a better case for that, but 30 seconds to put my money where my mouth is. I work in psychology and I feel like you end up just seeing people repeating patterns of behavior based on how they've been raised and their biology. It really starts to feel like we don't get much choice in things. You watch how things play out, like people's attachment styles or repeated little groups of behaviors that you could expect from people with different labels. And I know that's bad because each individual person is like unique little butterfly. But the way that we fall into such predictable patterns of behavior based on these things like ADHD, autism, bipolar disorder, being the oldest, being the youngest, being the person with the avoidant attachment, the anxious attachment, we do tend to just do what you'd expect us to do. And then also say like, okay, so that came from your parents who came from their parents, and you got the biology you got from the egg and the sperm. How much is left that is really you? We talk about like consciousness, like your prefrontal cortex, your executive functioning, but even that's just like this tiny little speck at the top of a giant iceberg that you're trying to like steer around in a ship, and you're doing a pretty bad job half the time. Do I really believe that? And say, okay, so say there was this big bang. After that, then all the little atoms that bumped into the other little atoms, it's like a dance that's already been, a painting that's already played out. It's already, once one domino has fallen, don't all the others just fall in line afterwards? It kind of feels like surely we're just, even when you make a decision, so we're talking about the idea of consciousness, when someone says, would you like this chocolate bar? In 0.5 of a seconds, based on maybe I watched a video last week about like a woman in a wedding dress, and that's made me think I want to be slim, and like something I watched about Britney Spears when I was 12 made me think I need to stay skinny, but also I want that food because from evolutionary perspective, I know it's like tasty and full of high calories. Your brain makes that decision in something of a second based on all these things that have happened to you before that you had no control over. So are you really making a decision? Or are you just a computer that's doing what it's been programmed to do, but it's been programmed in quite a complicated way by lots of tiny little moments? Did any of that make sense? I don't think we have free will. I do. That's quite sad though, isn't it?